Obviously, mine is like runs a minute late.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. We'll give everyone a minute to come in. See who we got. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Okay. Got myself a drink. Drinking, as Rob Worst likes to say it, I think it was Rob. He said, "Oh my God, is Tony drinking jet fuel?" I got
I
this
was
cool
gonna
cup.
say, what was that? At first,
It's
I thought you were hitting a hookah or something.
it's supposed to be like a fuel, like an old fashioned fuel canister.
Hmm. That is cool though. So you just like is it kind of like a straw though?
Yeah, it's great for whiskey
That's
because
what's
it
in
holds
there
a
with
lot.
some Jim Beam.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Ooh,
Uh,
we got them eyes.
right.
Perry's lurking.
Okay, so we are here with Dylan, Comic Book Rants. He's got a great YouTube channel. Dylan, why don't you take a second here, introduce yourself? Got any social media you want to holler out? The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. My name's Dylan. I run Dylan's Comic Book Rants. You could find me on all social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter, Dylan's Comic Book Rants. The only one that's not that is Facebook. And if you really want to look me up on there, it's just Dylan Anthony. But yeah, I do my weekly pickups review every week. I got a lot of stuff coming. I got, Two Brothers video live stream coming out tomorrow. I got a video with Pop Culture Philosophers tomorrow, and Sunday I got my first interview. I booked the interview, Tony. I don't know if you saw with the Vault Comics writer of the
Oh yeah, I
Finger,
did see that. I did see that now.
Fingerdom. And that
Yeah. I
one,
saw your
man,
post.
it's getting a lot of hype, man. And I read it, and it's a great first issue. I was trying to pull in the writer and the artist to bring them both on stream because I was like, but the artist sadly's got a lot of stuff going on, so he couldn't make it. But I was like, hey man, it's just amazing just to get one of you guys. I was just trying to say, it'd be cool to get them both because sometimes you don't see that much. You mainly just get one of them. I was like, it'd be cool, but either way, I was like, let's get this going, and they were quick on it, man. And I was surprised because I think that this is going to be the next big book to come out of Vault. I mean, a lot of people probably are slacking on Vault. I know I was in 2019, but I've been telling anybody I talk to that 2020 I think is the year for independent indie titles, and I'm dropping a lot of my big titles. I'm keeping my favorites. I can't let them go. There's some you just can't let go, but I'm trying to. I finally listened to Perry, and I'm going with the indies this year, man, and I'm gonna focus on that because that's where the shot they need that light. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get the respect they deserve sometimes, because they're putting out great stories, everybody knows Marvel and DC, but
Yeah.
Image even too. I still count them as independent, but there's a lot of new companies coming out. There's a new company that hasn't even hit the market yet called AWA, and they have a lot of big writers and artists coming out. And they're sending me a couple books, and I'm going to be doing a big video on them because they have some big books coming out. They got Michael Moraes. I think it's Michael Moraes.
Yeah.
He's doing a book. I was trying to talk to him. He messaged me back, and then I don't know if he got busy, or if I said the wrong thing. He was just like, yeah, screw this kid. But
Perry wants you to keep reading them indies.
Yes. I told anybody that's ever got any recommendations on indies, if you're big on them, throw them my way because I'm still trying to figure out. I'm searching all the websites. I'm trying to find the next big ones, because they got a lot of stuff coming, and you can't always know the big one, but I want to get into them a lot more, and I want to try to help these publishing companies, push their shit, because some of these guys are they're new dogs, man.
Right.
And they got some cool stuff.
Just gonna shout out the chat real quick. We got Perry, of course. We got Comic Geek TV. We got Chaos Comics. Just a Rican. What up, Rod? That's kind of it so far. We're just kind of getting started here, but we are chatting here with Dylan. So right off the bat, When did you start collecting comics?
I got a couple comics when I was younger. I probably started collecting about it might be about 4 years ago now. I was collecting a couple. I would go to this comic shop that was like on its way out around the corner from my house with my sister sometimes, and we'd hunt through the 50-cent bins. None of those stories really ever stuck out to me though. But I read Saga about might be 4.5 years ago, maybe 5 at the most now. It's probably about 4. And man, I fell in love with Saga. I kept buying every trade. As soon as I was done, I went to Amazon to order the next one. Because I was just like, man, I'm going through these so quick. Ran through them all, and I was just like, damn, I was like, I got to find a shop that has them, has like the single issues. Because I was like, I can't wait for the next one. Little did I know is that they took a break. You know what I'm saying? So somehow I ended up catching a video when I'm looking up all these comic videos for Saga and stuff. Somehow I ran across a video for Venom, the Donny Cates one. And I think it was just kind of like a brief talk about the first 2 issues, because when I jumped on, I believe my first issue was like, when I went in my shop, he had 4, and I had ordered number 1 on Amazon. I still am so pissed to this day that I didn't order 3 on Amazon, because now that's the big issue, and I didn't really know anything about it, so I ended up getting the second and third print because I was like, oh, he told me it was like $10 on Amazon, and he's like, well, I can just order stuff like that and so you don't have to order on Amazon and you don't have to pay the extra money. Little did I know about, second, third prints and stuff. And I fell in love with Venom. Like watching that video, I was like, holy crap, man. I knew nothing about Donny Cates or anything. Got the Immortal Hulk. I remember like my first few picks too. It was like Venom, Immortal Hulk. There was an Ant-Man, and I think it was Ant-Man and Wasp mini series going on by Mark Waid, which was a pretty fun story. And man, like I literally, like I remember looking at what's coming, and I'm telling this guy like, this one, that one, and this one. He's like, the comic shop owner is like, yeah, you're gonna have to come in every 2 weeks at least to make me feel comfortable, because this is my first time coming in, and I'm like a kid in the candy shop, And he's like, I was like, no worries, bro. I'll be here every week. And I had been there every Wednesday ever since, So
that's how it starts.
Yeah, man. Like I've been hooked ever since, and I love it, man. I started off with trades, though. Honestly, I really started with Comixology, reading that first volume on Saga, and then I picked all the trades up. So I still actually need to get the volume 1. I have all the trades except volume 1. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it for some reason. But I got that the Brubaker cap, the Winter Soldier Brubaker. Oh my god, that one blew me away. So I'm a huge Captain America fan. Like I love the Winter Soldier. I even love the first MCU cap. I love that one with the war piece. Some people hate on that, but I love it. I love World War II movies, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why
so
I told
it's like
you.
Right up your alley. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, man. I got so much respect for guys like Army guys, any type of military guys. So those movies, it's a little bit of both mixed in. I'm trying to think. I think I got like a Batman. What was it? Death in the Family by Snyder.
Okay.
I got that trade. That was all right. I heard people say that they liked the Court of Owls better, but I think the Death in the Family might be better.
They're both really good, in my opinion. I think they're both good. So your collection's a little bit of everything. So you got some indies in there. You got DC. You got Marvel. What does your collection mostly consist of?
Probably
what do you enjoy collecting the most?
Oh man, anything Donny Cates.
Anything Donny Cates.
Yeah, I have a whole box dedicated to him. Sadly though, I haven't been getting his indies because everything when I got in, he was on to like issue 12 or 15 of Redneck, and otherwise I'd have all those issues too. But I'm an omnivore. The Unruly, what's up, brother? But I think Cosmic Ghost Rider, that was one of the first few I got. Oh man, it's so good. Like even just those covers. Let's see, do I got it? There's one too. Oh, Marvel Knight. But yeah, it would be Marvel. Definitely is my big thing that I have, just because MCU is what kind of pulled me back into that, like wanting to just know more about these characters. I
Right.
grew up with Batman. That was my first like love for superheroes and stuff. My dad showing me like the Michael Keaton Batmans, and then I got into like the animated series, which is still my favorite Batman to this day, besides like the Heath Ledger Batman movie. But oh man, I love that animated series, Batman Beyond, the Mask of Phantasm. Oh dude, those are so good. Still hold up today. But yeah.
Yeah, all those are great. Especially like Michael Keaton Batman. Really enjoy. I like. I think Batman is definitely going to be one of my favorites.
Oh man.
Marvel side, I really enjoyed that Cosmic Ghost Rider. That was really sweet. Where
Yeah.
like I forget the run where they had like it was like the Avengers in like the Stone Age. Where you had like Ancient Black Panther. You had a Thor. I forget who the ensemble cast was, but it was pretty cool.
I know
So
there
how
was
many?
that No Road Home, but that's probably not it.
I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
how many total books do you think you have?
That one, I know I seen that in the list, and I was like, that's one I like have no clue probably on, but I'm trying to think because I have. Let me see. I believe my guy at the shop. Like, I got these long boxes. They're not the. I think they're short boxes technically.
Sure.
There's like the really long ones, and then there's like the short ones or whatever. So
Right.
I think I got the shorts, but I believe those hold about 300 in them, right? 200 to 300 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, and I have probably what, one, two, I think I have 7 boxes, and I have a shit ton of books laying around the room. So let me
That's a
see.
decent collection.
Yeah, I mean, for the last 4 years, I've been 3.5, 4 years. I've been collecting. I've gotten quite a bit. I spend a good amount when I go weekly. I've been cutting back, but let's see, maybe let's say like 250 each box times 7. Man, I might have about 2,000 comics.
That's still good, man. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, I jumped in, man. I love this, man. Like I love this stuff, and at times, man, I was on rough times. I wasn't like happy with myself in life, just not happy with myself as a person. Uh, you know, doing stupid shit, being young, and they. I always say like my dog and comics saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I got no other way to explain it.
As long as you came out of it, doesn't matter how you got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as crazy as some people might think, but you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got their own issues.
Absolutely. Got any cool autographs?
I don't, but I just got, shout out my boy Perry, and shout out the guy who bought a damn whole round of $10 books from JB's pop-up shop. Perry claimed me my first Donny Cates signature, my first signature book, period.
Perry for the win, man.
Dude, I believe it's an Absolute Carnage. It's either a one-shot book or I think it's an Absolute Carnage one-shot book. I think it was. I'm trying to think. It might be that Cult of Carnage book or something. It's a variant cover, so that's why I'm trying to think of what it was. But yeah, man, my boy came through big time. He knows I'm a Cult of Cates guy. You know what I'm saying? My boy Perry said it before. He's like, Donny Cates touched my hand, and I instantly felt a tingle. But yeah, I think I have this book called Apama. You ever heard of Apama?
I don't think so.
It's this guy. He actually is from Cleveland, and he wrote this book, and he was randomly in the shop one day, and I think somewhere I have that signed, but I don't really count that because I think he's more of like a local guy. So yeah, man, my first signature, I got it claimed by. I feel so like shit because the guy who bought the round, I should be really shouting him out, but Perry was the one who got. Everyone was going for that book too. They were all trying to hit L, and I thought I got it before Perry, and somehow my name I was like above him, and I was like, no, I got it first, and then it was like shot down because he was gonna buy it for me, and then the guy bought the whole round, so no matter what, he was gonna buy it for me, And then the guy bought the whole round, and I was just like, holy shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got it either way without Perry. So just big shouts out to him, man. Like I couldn't, I'm like ecstatic. Like you still got, like, that's why I'm probably ranting like crazy, because I'm still just so excited from that, man. Like, like I'm so happy.
It's as long as you're excited about it, that's all that matters. I remember getting some of my first signatures. I was pretty excited about that. Do you go to any like conventions at all? There's got to be a couple in Cleveland.
See, I think that, I don't know, we might get smaller ones. I went to one my entire life, and it was a few years ago. It was called Wizard Con.
Okay.
Or it might be Wizard World, maybe. I could be wrong. Wizard Con, Wizard World, I think it's about the same though. And sadly, Stan Lee was supposed to be there. And that was the big reason why me and my buddy were going. And that's actually my buddy who I told you we were talking about earlier, who enlisted in the Army. He was a big guy that kind of over the years we'd go to opening nights for the MCU movies, and he would read comics here and there. But he's a big reason why I kind of really pushed going into it, because he's the only one I ever had to talk to with these things, and he's out of town a lot, so we can't always talk to him about stuff. And then once I got into the comics, he was just like, holy crap, bro, now you're like way ahead of me, because he used to be telling me all the knowledge. But sadly, Stan Lee couldn't make it because he was at that age where he was getting sick. Yeah. So we went for one day, and didn't really, I think the day we went, it was like a Friday, so all the people didn't really show up. So that's why I never, and there wasn't many people there. I don't think there was any like comic book artists. That's why I have no signatures otherwise. So that's why I'm just ecstatic to get that Donny Cates one. Like, he's my favorite comic book writer. So that was like it. That means so much to me to be able to get that, man.
Well, you're so excited about it. I mean, that's great, but now it feels like the next signature is going to be like less exciting and less exciting and less exciting. I'm just kidding, man.
No,
I feel like the signatures is a lot of fun.
Everyone will probably be super exciting to me. I don't know. I think he said Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage, exclusive, signed that Bill Sienkiewicz. Oh, that's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Sick. Yeah, I think he does these covers. Yep, he does the question.
Oh, the question. Yeah. I just picked that up the other day. That's a good read.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Good.
The question's one of my secret favorite characters.
Is it? Oh man, he's so good. Everyone tells me I need to get track down that Denny O'Neil run.
Yeah, that's a good run. That is a good run. With on the wall behind me, all these books, only a few of them are not autographed. I think I have like 210 different books signed. I mean, I've got a truckload.
That's so cool.
I just got lucky. I went to like Baltimore Comic-Con. I got a few signatures, and then like the next
good one I hear.
Let's see how many signatures I can get, and that's where the majority of them came from. It's pretty cool. But do you have any cool comic book stories or comic book related stories?
Trying to think.
Although you already told a good one with Perry beating you on that auction.
Oh yeah,
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, just because I'm still so new to the game, in a way, like just compared to everyone else, I feel like I'm trying to think. Oh, I got a cool one, and it just actually happened recently. Hold on, let me grab it.
Perfect.
Because I'm still, like I said, new to the community. I'm a little bit newer to all this stuff, and I got the first thing I ever really got sent to me was I got Dead End Kids from Gem Mint, which was like amazing. And I think he sent, like, I don't know when he sent them to me. He wanted me to send them back. And I was like so broke at the time. I was like, yo, I'm so sorry. I've had these for so long. And he was like, just keep them. He's like, you can keep them. And so I don't know if he ever really expected me to send them back. And then he felt bad because I said I was broke at the time. And, Jem's just a great guy, period. Yeah. But then my boy Trinity sent me these. He sent me some Gwenpool, which are awesome. Cool. So, because I don't really know much about Gwenpool, but man, just the other day I did an unboxing, basically like my first AOK video, but I didn't want to leave them out and act like it was my first AOK ever, because technically, Trinity and Gem, they did that for me. And I'm still waiting on Perry's A-OK. But that man, dude, whatever he gives me is I know like my jaw is gonna hit the damn fucking table, bro. Oh, sorry if I'm not supposed to cuss too. I meant to
You're
ask you
good,
that.
man. We're
Okay.
all adults.
I feel yeah.
We've
But
all heard much worse.
yeah. So Two Brothers Comics, I don't know if you've heard of them, but they've been making
Yeah.
some
I
waves in the
follow them a lot.
community.
I got to get them
They
on the
are
show.
great guys, man. And actually, man, Nick sent me. He went out and tracked because my comic shop they didn't. I ordered the Kevin Eastman cover for Power Rangers TMNT,
That's
and
cool.
somehow he didn't order it. So I had to get the A cover, which I didn't mind because I loved it. But then when he failed to order me the or the Eastman cover, he had the one per store and never said nothing. And I'm like, dude, and he sold it for 15 too, and everyone was like, holy crap, like my shop charged so much more. And I was like, I missed out on the one per store because I'm a huge TMNT Power Rangers guy. Those are like my two that I grew up with as a kid. And you know, they didn't get me the one per store because that would have been way too much. But they got me this amazing Humberto Rama.
Let me zoom in on that. There you go.
Dude, if I was to get this slabbed, it would be a clean 9.8. I have no doubt. No spot. There's like nothing on this, man. It is so clean.
That's awesome, bro.
Like I can't. I've been looking at it like over. I just pick it up and look at it, man. Like it's so awesome, and it was just so like, just them to send the Eastman was like to show like just me like they've been watching my stuff because they obviously heard me mention it, and I was a little ticked off. So it was just like so thoughtful that they, you know, he did that and he went out and he's like, let me get my boy this, and man, I can't say it enough. You guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to them, you gotta check them out. Like they did an Immortal Biggie like video for his giveaway, and it was the best thing ever. And I actually got a video with them tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna have to hit the sheets probably early, but I gotta try to make it to disco tonight because I missed the last couple nights. But
yeah, everybody sub each other up too, for sure.
No doubt, man. We always gotta support each other. But dude, yeah, I couldn't to get these, man. That was just like so awesome. You know, I think I'll have a lot more stories to come. But when I think of stuff, you know, that's the kind of stuff what I think of is like, you know, just not even gifts from the community, just, you know, what the community has done, you know, just been so kind and thoughtful and just always supporting each other and just always supporting me and just being like, oh, bro, you're like the rookie of the year. You got so much going for you. Just being so nice, making me want to keep pushing and doing this, man. And just always want to reach out with other people. When someone reaches out to me, I'm just like, hell yeah, bro, I want to come on your show because you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hang out. I want to meet more of you guys, man. Like when you told me, I was like, hell yeah, we got to make this happen. Like,
yeah.
I was so happy when you reached out because sometimes, you know, I get so busy, so I always forget to kind of reach out at times, but I was just so glad, man, when people reach out to me, because then I'm like, great, you know, we got it out the way. So then I don't got it. Sometimes I'll feel weird reaching out, but it's like, awesome, man. You got it out for me. So
hey, man, I don't mind reaching out because that's what
you gotta
this particular channel and this particular show that's all about. You know, is I get to have cool people like you come on and we get to talk about your collection. I've had some really awesome people on, and you're right. That's what's great about the community. They say a lot of positive things, and that I've picked up a tip or two from different people, and I've started to snowball or whatever. And eventually you figure out your hook. You know, everybody's got something, the big draw. You know, Perry's all over the place with his crazy content. He's got a gaming channel too. I don't know how he puts out so much content.
Man, I know, man. And so much good content too. He is
it's entertaining for sure.
He's a wizard when it comes to the editing. But also, before I forget, I always say this, but you know what I'm saying? Obviously, always goes without saying, with me, you are always welcome on my channel, brother. Like, always. So I hope to get you on my channel one day, because you know I be doing the live streams all the time. And anytime you're free, when I'm doing one, you can always come hang out, brother. Like, for real.
See, it's no offense to Perry, but I'm intimidated to have someone big like Perry or Rod on my channel. They're like, they're like AAA content creators, and you know, JB, you know, all those folks, like they're like creme de la creme. They're like, you know, those are the folks you want to get on. That's how
Yeah.
you know you made it. When you're on their channels,
Well,
or they're on your channels. That's how you know you made it. It's all downhill from there.
nah, man, not at all. Like, and honestly, man, they are so supportive. It's like insane. They go out of their way. Like JB does his thing every day, and he supports everybody, man. He's like, this is what's out today. This is what, like, he probably shouted this video out a couple times today in the last day or two. He they go above and beyond the standards of what regular people do, man. And that's why the comic community is so great. But I hope, man, you can, I'll reach out to him for you, bro, if I got it. But you should get on there and we should do like even later tonight, man. I bet you could hop on Disco. Like, I don't bet. I know it.
I'm old, man. I'm in my 30s. I can't stay up that late anymore.
I know. I've been there, dude. The last week, I've been going to bed early, and I haven't even made it to Disco. And I usually stay. They're probably like, "What the hell is going on with Dylan?" Because I usually go on every night. But
I definitely always catch the rewind. It's funny. I listen to it on the drive into work. But
yeah,
it's too late for me. I got a 1-year-old and work, so sleep is worth its weight in gold.
It's understandable.
Yeah, see, he gets it right here. He's the GOAT. Barry's the GOAT.
Barry is the man. Because when it's midnight, it's like midnight at EST for me. What time is it then for you? It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, no. We're in the same time zone.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we're in the same time zone. But let's get back to your collection.
What am I thinking too? You said Pennsylvania. I'm like,
yeah, right. Dude, we're neighbors. We're neighbors.
Hell yeah, dude! Like an hour or two away.
Yeah, right. I'm more like central Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm like an hour outside of Philly. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my dad travels to Pennsylvania a lot because he works for the company he works for. He has to kind of travel to Pennsylvania a lot, actually. So that's funny. That's the only state I really go to when I go on vacation. So I think it was Seven Springs. You know that place, Seven Springs?
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's nothing that amazing.
Do you have what are some of the coolest keys in your collection? You got any
coolest keys? Here, let me see. It's gonna be one of my favorites is this.
Oh yeah,
the third printing of that Venom book is a big one. I got the second printing too. But I got every first printing. I gotta track down the first printing one of these days. Because I have the first printing of the whole run, but this I have the second and third. Because remember I told you earlier, this was the one I should have bought on Amazon and I missed it. And now it's probably I don't know. It might be like a $30, $40 book raw.
Still a hot book.
It's a little too much for my price range, I wish if I had more money, I probably would spend it, but I still would want a better deal, That's a lot for $5 book. But I know I love Immortal Hulk, so I always this is a big book. I think this might be one of my most expensive books. Honestly,
that was a real hot book.
Yeah. Surprisingly too, because I don't have the first print of the first issue. That's another one I want to get one of these days. The first print of the first issue, first print of the third issue for Venom. But weirdly, when I went to my shop, he had a copy of this, but couldn't get me I had to get the other printings for I think first and third. Yeah, because I think it's first and third I don't have. I even got third and first. I got this. What is this?
That's good.
What does that say? Third printing. I wonder that's worth any money though. Third printing, even though it's first.
Joe, man, there's a market out there for somebody.
I got the true. I wish it was the real one, but True Believers, can't go wrong with that.
It's number one.
Yes, sir. And then what is this? Oh, second printing. That one. That one's all right. The cover. I think that's just panels from the story.
It's still cool.
Yeah. Oh, I think I like the first printing or the third printing at issue 1 better. That one's cool though. But I'm excited for those upcoming issue covers for issue 30, like those Zemu, the Titan. Those cross covers of that the white Titan looking dude. Oh my god, those look so awesome. Like, oh man, I'm a big Alex Ross fan too.
Oh man, his stuff is so good.
So good. I think I could be wrong, but I don't know. Some people have been saying that these are some hot books, you know?
Oh, the Silver Surfer Black. Yeah.
Yeah. I got the whole run of that. I wish I would have picked up some of the variants, but you know, the way I am is like once I get one cover, I kind of have to get all of those A covers through it for the line. But I need it, you know.
I used to be that, and then I did some math on how much I was blowing on a single issue. Really,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't ever do the math. Don't ever
Right.
do the math.
Oh man, the math.
Regret it.
I bet. Oh man, that would be probably a big number. Oh, I love these two. I doubt they're worth anything though. So that's the thing with my collection, man. It's not really about worth with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really about, you know, what I love and what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like to read when they have some worth, that is awesome to me.
A collection's still a collection. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say. I'm in the same boat. There's no way mine's gonna be worth, you know, a truckload of money.
Yeah, it's not. I don't got like all these grails. You know, there's a lot of them are grails though to me. You know, so I guess that's all that really matters.
I have a first appearance of Alien. You know,
do you?
Slabbed and everything, but I mean that book's like not worth anything, but I still love it.
Yo, I love Alien,
Yeah.
Alien and Predator.
Yeah,
Like,
I've got the first Alien. I just sent my first Predator and my first Alien versus Predator to get slabbed. So
really,
yeah,
that's
so I'll have the first Alien, the first Predator, and the first Alien versus Predator.
Dude, that will be really cool.
Yeah.
Do you like the movies?
Love the movies. I absolutely love them. Dude,
I
they're
love
terrible movies, but I still love them, especially like the newer Predator ones.
I wish that they would have been just a little bit more gory.
I'll go see it. If a Predator or an Alien's in it, I'll see it, even if it's absolute hot garbage.
I know, same. I love this cover though.
Morbius, did you check out the trailer? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I did a trailer reaction for it actually.
Oh, did you? Okay, I gotta check that out.
I was like taking everything in because I don't know that much about Morbius, but you read Kanto ever?
No, but I did see that they had the big vulture kind of tease at the end of the Morbius.
Oh yeah, with Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
because I was wondering if that's gonna be Adrian Toomes. I think this is kind of like a big run. Actually, I should have got out my Naomi books because those were hot books at one point, and I got all of those first printing.
Naomi books were hot.
Yeah, I got all of those first printing. So I wonder if they're still hot. I'd never sell them, but because that character
gonna do some kind of like, you know, Sinister Six or something.
I think so. I'm thinking maybe
the Vulture, maybe Morbius.
I think that Sony's trying to do it where maybe they'll do like a Sinister Six movie. That would be so cool. But did you see in the poster that it looked like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man?
Yeah, I saw like the Spider-Man like swinging, and then
the
scene from like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I did.
Yeah. So some people think that maybe they'll do like a lot. What if they did like a Sinister Six / like Into the Spider-Verse and they brought back Tobey Maguire, and because who knows, like I think Tom Holland will stay, but
he's definitely
he doesn't have much left on his contract, only 2 movies. So after the MCU, after his 3rd movie with the MCU, maybe he'd have 1 spot left for that.
Bring back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Why not?
That would be the way, or at least bring Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. Because I wonder if Andrew Garfield has hard feelings about getting cut off. You know,
I think they'll bring in Miles Morales before they bring in any of those 2. I think that
would be sick, especially with how.
Yeah. So we covered that. So we talked about storage books and stuff. So what do you have a book in your collection that would be your most sentimental book? So your house is on fire. You got enough time to grab 1 book.
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
Man, see, I would probably grab my Donny Cates box. I know it's like a cheat answer. Oh, let me see.
Other than Donny Cates, what would you grab?
Okay. Yo, man, it's so
It's a good
weird, but
question. Everybody struggles with this question.
it's trying to think like book that I love like that much. Dude, I man, honestly, man, if depending when the shipping comes here, I would probably grab that Donny Cates sign book, or this, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say you seem to be pretty attached to Ninja Turtle book. That's a sick
I
cover.
love it, man. I love, dude, and like I just love like that story, period. Like before, and then to get this, man, I was just so happy. I wish I could have got those 1 per stores. Like I probably went on the biggest rants about how pissed I was at my shop for not telling me that it's like you screwed up and didn't get me my Eastman cover, and then you don't even tell me you have a 1 per store. He's like, oh, I didn't think you'd be interested in that. It's like, well, give me that fucking option, bro. Like, give me that option.
And then he just put him right to sleep.
Yeah, Joker.
Joking.
Oh my god, I could picture.
So you're lucky your shop even puts them on the shelf. Mine doesn't even do that. If it's a 1 per store, forget it. I'm never gonna see it.
Really?
They just keep it for themselves.
Wow. See, I think this guy, he like kind of just doesn't know what he has at times. Because when I tell everyone 15, they're like, holy crap, man, my shop was doing like 30, 40 and stuff like that. I was like, wow. So, it was crazy, but I just wish I could have got that, man. That's gonna like haunt me the rest of my life that he didn't tell me about that. It's like, dude, tell me. He didn't even tell me about issue 2 either. And I was like raving to him about how much I loved this stuff. And it's like, you would just think, man, you would just throw that out there. And he just didn't say nothing, I was like, wow. And then it just shows me that he didn't say nothing about issue 2. It's 1 per store. So it's just like, you fucking jackass, bro.
So I'm going to switch gears here for just a second. And I'm going to share a screen with you. We're going to flip over some news. I want to get your 2 cents on some comic book news here.
Awesome.
So right up here, we got the Doctor Strange movie, the new one.
Yeah.
And I forget what it's called, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I guess the director backed out of that one.
Yeah.
And he
heard about that.
One. Do you think that is going to hinder this movie in any way?
I don't think so, but it kind of might for the fans in a way, because I have a feeling that people were saying it was going to be like a horror-based movie. That's what the director was kind of saying.
That would be kind of awesome.
It would be so awesome. I'm a huge horror fan. So that was like so awesome to hear. And then I hear like Feige was saying in this interview when people were asking like, that's going to be the first horror MCU movie. And he's like, well, it's going to have like horrific elements like that would kind of like scare you in a way, because you can tell that it's like, we got to keep it for the kids or something. It's like, how many kids are really into Doctor Strange though? I'm sure there are some kids, but I feel like Doctor Strange is a little bit more for the grown-ups maybe. I could be completely wrong. There could be some kids that are, my favorite character is Doctor Strange. I don't know. But we do this for the adults, so that's what I'm going off of. I think that maybe that director wanted to go like really dark with it, and maybe they weren't having it, and he was just like, it's like, it needs to be this way, and maybe they fired him. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I was thinking, that he wanted to go like dark with it, like how it should be, and they want to keep it a little light, and that is a bummer, definitely, because if that is the truth, if that's the case, then I think that they're missing out big time.
Look how successful Deadpool was. I mean, that was a movie for grown-ups.
Yeah.
And it made bajillions of dollars.
Yeah. And I'm scared too, because I heard Ryan Reynolds says he's working with the people at Marvel now for Deadpool 3. And, they put out that PG-13 Deadpool, and I still haven't really even watched it. I just watched kind of like the little funny bits between him and the kid from Bedtime Stories, I think it is, or something. Yeah. Whoever reads the story, that's gonna. I think it's Princess Bride, maybe even. I think it's the kid who the grandfather reads the story to that kid in his bed for Princess Bride, and he's like grown up now, though, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name though, but
Yeah, I can't
yeah,
either.
like PG-13, man. It's like it works so well the way it is. Don't if it ain't broke, it don't need fixing. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So I think it's a huge missed opportunity if that is the case. Do they say in detail like why they had the falling out?
It just says creative differences. So
The
super generic.
yeah,
Yeah.
super generic on what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I think that they probably were, that was the creative difference because the way he announced it, I like watch all the stuff for Comic-Con and stuff because I be so that stuff gets me so excited. And he was like full on saying this is gonna be horror. This is gonna be a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? It's Nightmare. Well, how else can you do it?
Man, that would have been super cool.
And I hope they still do it, but I feel like there's gonna be a lighter tone. And oh, man, I feel like this guy that they dropped would have done something amazing, and it's gonna be a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. And I think you probably agree with me if that is the
Yeah.
case.
Agreed. Because the guy did a whole bunch of other horror movies before.
Yeah.
See, they listed up
And that's
here.
why
What do you do?
and that's why they probably got him. And it's like, let the man do his job. I wonder, like, man, it's like there had to be something really, it had to be really messed up.
Yeah, he did Sinister. He did Deliver Us from Evil, Exorcism of Emily Rose. Dude, that was terrifying. So he's got a horror background. I mean, why not? Look at Aquaman and James Wan. James Wan is this big horror director, and Aquaman was
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. Yeah, it
I
sucks. I
wonder,
mean,
did they say if they have anybody new?
no, not yet.
I wonder if they filmed anything yet. That's another thing too. Have they
Yeah,
filmed?
who knows? Who knows?
Hmm.
Who knows?
So weird.
Let's move on here if my mouse will cooperate.
That's a missed opportunity though.
Yeah, that sucks for them.
Because like you said, he's got some good horror stuff under his belt,
Yeah. So moving on to DC, we have Jim Lee is now the head of DC movies.
Wow. So wait, is that DC? Because is Jeff Johns? He's TV. He's the head of DC TV.
I don't know what they did with Jeff Johns. I skimmed the article. I didn't really see anything that says what he's doing now, but according to executive producer Mark Guggenheim, Jim Lee could be the new lead for DC Comics movies.
Well,
I don't know if Jeff Johns is stepping aside or he's coming back to books. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe he's just sticking with the TV then or something.
I'm not sure.
The what that probably means is that Jim Lee, if he don't look for any Jim Lee books to be coming because they ain't gonna come out. It's gonna be a huge delay on them,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And maybe that's why Perry was saying that he was charging like $800 or something for like some headshot drawing. So he's probably getting ready for that. Like, I'm head of DC movies now. I hope he can do something though. I mean, do
you think this is a good idea for DC to have Jim Lee do movies? I see him more as an artist, not necessarily a writer.
Yeah.
But Jeff Johns was the opposite.
I guess like the only thing I see him is that he could like draw up boards, not a storyteller.
Yes,
that's why
storyboarding.
I wanted to say like I don't know what they're really thinking with that. I feel like it's more just his name. You just know his name and you're like, yeah, I mean he's worked on good stories, but then when you think you're like, but he's a drawer, not an art. He's not a writer. Has he written anything ever?
I'm not sure. What is your favorite DC movie?
No, my favorite DC movie.
Yeah.
Probably. Are we talking about like most recent or just all time?
Whatever you want.
I'll tell you all time, and then I guess I'll tell you recently, just to maybe keep it interesting. All time would probably be, if I'm trying to think how far back have they gone. Okay, probably the Heath Ledger Dark Knight.
Oh yeah. Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah. And then I'd say recent would be what have they had come out recently? Like Shazam, Aquaman.
Yeah, we got Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Batman, Man of Steel, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if they released some more details about the original Suicide Squad movie, and if they would have went that way, it would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
the
yeah.
Enchantress apparently had a mother box, and that's how Steppenwolf was going to come down because Enchantress opened the mother box.
Really? That would
That-
have been dope.
So the Suicide Squad would have had to fight Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf would have called up the dark side. Hey, Superman's dead. Come on down.
That would have been so sick just to see Darkseid. Oh my God, how they screwed up with that. And I liked the Justice League when it came out. I knew it wasn't the greatest, but I still enjoyed watching it. It had some really cheesy moments, but I still enjoyed I actually watched it a lot. When it first came out, like on digital, I watched the shit out of it, honestly.
See, I'm torn. I'm disappointed we didn't see Darkseid, but I'm also glad we didn't see Darkseid. Because I feel like if you're gonna do Darkseid, I want you to build to Darkseid.
Yeah, true. I think we would have only saw him like for a taste, and then they were because that it was supposed to be a part 1 and part 2. They like lie and they act like they never were gonna do that. I had work when they announced it. It was gonna be a part 1 and part 2. They were trying to pull like an Infinity War and Endgame type thing.
Yeah,
they were trying to do that, but Justice League fucking bombed so bad. And all the shit happened with Scott Snyder and stuff. All that stuff just kind of fell apart. So they were like, we can barely get this one done. We're scrapping the second one, and we're just throwing this out there. Because they had a part 2 plan, and that's why Scott Snyder, there was going to be a Green Lantern. If you'd seen the research or what Snyder's cut was going to be, there was going to be a Green Lantern at the end talking to Bruce Wayne. There was going to be, Darkseid, and he was going to be coming to Earth after, I believe, and that the world that Bruce Wayne saw in his future, that apocalyptic world, that was going to be part 2. That was going to be part 2. Like part 2, dude, I think like I wasn't that crazy. I've never been that big of a fan of like Man of Steel. It's a dope movie, but I still was like never that insanely crazy about it. I don't know. Like, it just never really hit the spot with me. Maybe I'm just more of a Batman guy. But even Batman v Superman, the best part, there's like that 30-minute part that's the best. And that's, him fighting Batman or Superman fighting Batman and then them fighting Doomsday. Other than that, that movie was like...
And the Wonder Woman reveal.
Yeah, yup. And that was dope as hell. Yeah. Justice League, I thought was the best of them, honestly. Like, as a whole movie. And, that has... horrible problems, but that could have been pretty cool if like Scott Snyder would have got to do that, or Zack Snyder. It's Zack Snyder, right? I always get them mixed up. There's so many Snyders in the DC world.
Scott Snyder, Zack Snyder, they're all the same,
right? But dude, that would have been cool as hell to see like that apocalyptic world. I think that would have been something crazy.
That would have been nice. Man, that would have been, because that's something my wife and I enjoy. We like to go see DC movies together.
Yeah.
So she even likes to go check out these movies. I mean, she doesn't know anything about comics. I mean, she knows who Superman is. She knows who Batman is. But that's something that we enjoy. And then I still see the Marvel movies, but I go see those with my friends because I don't really care about them.
Oh, is it?
Not that I dislike Marvel or anything. No, dude, I still enjoy the movies.
Yeah.
That's, I'd rather go see something I really want to see with my
right.
Something that if the projector explodes, I really don't care.
So was like Endgame and Infinity War, was it just like kind of okay for you?
No, I still very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say, it was a bad movie or even if I am 100% biased,
Yeah.
I can't say that they're bad movies because they're not. They're still they're awesome, and you know what? I wish that DC could have done something as good as Marvel, and that's one thing I'm really envious of in the Marvel side is, man, they did some great movies. DC's got much better TV in my opinion, but who cares about TV? I want to go see a movie.
What was your most? I know that it sucks, man, because I that's what started me was DC. Batman. I'm a huge Batman guy. I get every Batman book. I always give any Batman book that comes out a shot. What was your favorite, like, most recent DC movie? or you can give me both favorite all time and
Honestly,
favorite.
I haven't found one that I would say is my favorite. Not in a negative way. I really enjoy all the movies.
Yeah,
I like
I
Aquaman.
have
I
two.
like Suicide Squad. I
So
really
that was
did.
my least favorite, I think. But
I
I still
liked it.
love Harley Quinn and Deadshot in it. I just wish that they would have made Joker the villain instead of that Enchantress stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
That was
Even
kind
the
of stupid.
director says that if he could have done it again, he would have made Joker the main villain, which would have been way better. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but then you
save
have
the
like
money.
Joker trying to fight the Enchantress. It seems kind of silly. You know what I mean?
I
Because Joker
know.
can't really do anything. But yeah,
True.
whatever.
True.
It is what it is. But I am excited for the new suit. They say it's not a sequel,
So excited.
but it
Yeah, it's
is a
like
sequel.
standalone kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's a sequel because they're bringing back most of the original cast.
Yeah.
Jive Courtney's coming back as Captain Boomerang. Margot Robbie's coming back as Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Viola Davis is coming back as Amanda Waller.
Yeah. And I think the Joel
And
Kinnaman as
Joe
Cat Rick
Kinnaman is coming
Flag.
back. He's coming back as Rick Flag. So they're bringing back a lot of folks.
Yeah, I'm glad though that they didn't replace Will Smith with Idris
Yeah,
Elba, and they're
yeah,
giving Idris Elba his own character because that's way better.
yeah. And that's one thing that the Suicide Squad. If you read the story, it's one thing that it is. That roster changes
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah,
As long as they keep Viola Davis and Joel Kinnaman,
yeah.
as long as they keep those two as like the main
But
two in every movie.
she's straight up Amanda Waller.
Oh my God, she was born to play Amanda Waller.
Yeah,
She is so
seriously.
good. I cannot. Can you imagine if Amanda Waller is real and she was your boss? I'd be
Oh
afraid to
my
be late.
God, seriously.
I'd
Get your
probably be
head blown
fired or
off.
shot.
Yeah. I think maybe my favorite though recently it might be Wonder Woman. Honestly, Wonder Woman or like I love Aqua. I don't know if I could pick though either. Honestly, because I love Aquaman, I love Shazam, and they're all kind of they're so different in their ways, which was so cool to see. Shazam be something totally different. Even Joker. Joker's like a big
Oh,
one for me.
Joker
I
was
love
awesome.
that. So good, so good. Shazam was just so funny. Aquaman was just so badass and cool, and Wonder Woman was just so cool, man. Like I love Wonder Woman. That was just the best.
Wonder
Like
Woman's great. I'm
another
looking forward to the
period
next
piece.
one.
I know, me too. Another period piece. Like when I saw it, I was like, "This is like the first Captain America, but fucking Wonder Woman. It's so awesome." I
The only
love
thing I didn't like about Wonder Woman was the big Ares reveal. The
it.
Ares fight was awesome, but the reveal, because one of the things about Ares is, he can be anybody. He can shift
Yeah,
his face, but
right.
when Ares is Ares, his face is black. All you can see is
Yeah,
eyes.
I didn't like
Like
that
he
either.
has no face.
Mm-hmm.
But he,
And he
for some
kept.
reason, he kept his old 1920 timey British mustache.
Oh my God, that was so weird.
It was
Yeah,
so
I agree.
stupid. It was
I
so
never really thought
stupid.
it. I always thought that was weird, but I never thought of it like that. That they screwed up there, man. Because
I
when I
thought like
see
his
that,
helmet was going to come on and his face
yeah,
was going to change and his voice was going to change.
they
Like,
could have
I am
done
Ares.
so dope and like made him scary, badass. Like he probably like he is in the comics.
Yeah, but
Kind of
they made
intimidating.
it basically a Monty Python character in a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
It was
hilarious.
so dumb. It was so dumb. But
So
overall, the movie was fantastic. Gal
yeah.
Gadot is Wonder Woman forever.
So
Sure.
do you watch like the Heroes in Crisis stuff? Like, so did you see like the what happened? They had Ezra
Oh yeah, they
Miller.
had Ezra Miller on. That was pretty cool.
That
Even if
was
it's
so
just a minute.
funny. What episode was that though? Because I swear I didn't. I like unless they just released part 4. Because I watched the first 3 out of 5. I didn't think they released the other ones yet.
I don't know. I
But
don't know.
because I saw that online. I didn't because I watched the first 3 episodes. Unless I caught it, unless I missed the last minute or two. But that was just so hilarious.
Tim the Collector says it's episode 4.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
I had a feeling maybe they just didn't upload it yet or something. I don't know. Did you know who's supposed to direct the Flash? The horror director of
Yeah,
it.
they're bringing all these horror directors on.
Yeah, and that's an interesting take. Or
It worked. It
yeah.
works. You gotta stick with what works.
I don't know how I feel about Ezra Miller though.
Dude, don't worry, man. He's dope.
Yeah.
He'll
I
be
think
all
he
right.
just didn't get the chance really in Justice League, but
Like, look at Ryan Reynolds.
he
He's a
is a
great
good
actor.
actor. He
And
is a good
then
actor.
he was in not a great Green Lantern movie, but is that Ryan Reynolds' fault? No. It's a poorly written movie.
that.
Ryan Reynolds is still a badass actor.
True that.
Same
And
thing with Ezra Miller.
hell yeah, true that. Do
Be
you
good.
know of any other besides like Suicide Squad and then maybe The Flash? Is there anything else coming?
Shazam, we got not Shazam, Black Adam
Black
movie.
Adam, yeah,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been promoting that.
for years.
Yeah, I remember when they announced it like live. I watched it like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. You excited for that? Cause with the hair, it's weird
Yeah.
because he's bald, but he's a
Constantine 2 is possibly in the works, bringing back Keanu Reeves.
really,
Yeah,
that could be sick.
because he's already doing the Matrix 4.
I
So he's
always,
already in Warner Brothers studio.
I always liked that movie. You know, it's different. Like it's not real. I don't know. It's not as much like the comic book version. I think people always would say.
Yeah, like
Or
the way
maybe
Matt
because he
Ryan
has a
is
different
now.
voice. Yeah, but I like Keanu better than Matt Ryan. I think.
See, I like Matt Ryan better than Keanu.
Really, I
Yeah.
see. My first introduction to him was in Legends, not his one season show.
Dude, that season is it's good. That one season Constantine is good.
I might have to check it because I've heard good things and people were.
Yeah, you can download the CW Seed
Mhm.
on your iPad or something, and you
Yeah.
can watch the whole season for free.
Okay, yeah, because I think that's how I've watched some of the Legends, but I don't think I think I just had CW. I'll have to download CW Seed.
An
Yeah, I'll have to-
animated Aquaman show is coming.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah, I
then,
was watching Harley Quinn. Yeah, what a weird. I totally was like not thinking about Swamp Thing. I love that.
What a shame that it's only getting one season. What a
Such
shame.
a shame. After the first episode, I was like, "You're joking. This is so good." Doom.
Yeah, they canceled it before it even aired.
Yeah, I know. That's such a bummer. And
So I was like, well,
that-
suck that.
the visuals on that are amazing.
I think
I love Titans too.
The Question needs a show. Titans is good, but yeah, I think the Question needs a show.
Yeah,
I think
would be
that
sick.
the Spectre needs a DC Black Label because he's a really violent character.
Yeah,
I didn't say shit.
that would be
He'll
great.
like rip people in half. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be sick. The Spectre and the Question, they need to
Or
get on.
maybe even a team up. You know, my super, nerd fantastic book of fantasy would be a Sinestro Black Adam team up because they've met before. They know who each other are. So that would be kind of cool to get a Black Adam Sinestro mini series.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
But
That'd be cool.
yeah, we'll give it we'll call it the 2-minute warning here. So if anybody in the chat, I know if you have any questions about Dylan's collection or anything at all, yeah, Lobo needs more love for sure.
Yes, he does.
Deadman would be sweet.
Oh man, that would be really cool. Some Deadman. Lobo, he got a little love in Krypton, and he was amazing in Krypton. That guy they got.
It's interesting because the guy who played Lobo in Krypton plays the Spectre in the Constantine TV show.
Does he?
Same actor, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check that out because I like Constantine.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. They did meet up in the Sinestro story. You're right, but think how cool that would be. Black Adam Sinestro team up.
Wow.
Like 6 issues or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I would love to see that. They
Do you
need.
collect anything else other than comic books and comic book stuff?
I got some Funkos, and I got like
Funkos?
yeah, Funkos mainly because that's really what I can afford. I got a couple like I have one Marvel Legends He-Man Hercules figure, and I got a couple Star Wars Black Series. I got like Darth Maul, Anakin, and Boba because Boba Fett's one of my favorites. I got this for Christmas for it was like $10 on sale because I love Boba
Dude,
Fett
sick.
in the Carbonite. It's like a movie moment. But I got this one too. I had to get the Mando.
Oh, for sure.
So dope. I got the one coming. I pre-ordered the one with the best scar. It's like an Amazon exclusive and metallic. So this is like him before the Beskar update. I don't know if you watched the Mando. But yeah, this is like him first 2 episodes, and I got the one coming with the upgrade.
Do you have any comic book tats?
Comic book, sadly, I don't. That if I haven't gotten any tattoos in a couple years, because like when I first turned 18, I was like going crazy, a little too crazy, getting fucking the stupid neck tattoo and stuff. But if I would, if I knew better, I wouldn't have that, and I would have more comic book tattoos. But one of these days, yeah, no, I don't have no comic books. I'm like trying to think, but I want to get a bunch. I'll have to send you on IG. I had these pictures saved. It's like this whole sleeve of like the MCU characters, and they look like realistic as hell.
I've seen some really good ones too.
And it was like Captain, it was like Thanos, Iron Man, Groot, Spider-Man, Cap, Thor, and like Thor with the Thunderbolt eyes and stuff. Oh man, they're so cool. I think if I could get my next tattoo would probably be some type of like maybe Captain America tattoo if I could.
A shield or something somewhere.
Oh yeah. If I could get the right artist, I'd get like a fucking Chris Evans tattoo, man. Like him like I don't know, like with the hammer or something, and then the shield, something like that, or just like kind of looking down with the shield. But I would definitely get the shield tatted on me. That would be so cool, so cool.
That'd be awesome. All right, man.
More tattoos. That's what I'm getting.
There you go. You heard it. He's gonna check. Stay tuned for his tats. All right, our hour is up. Want to thank our guest Dylan, Comic Book Rants, everybody in the chat. Do you want to go ahead and shout out your social media one more time?
Sure. Thank you, brother. Yeah, my name's Dylan. I run Dylan's Comic Book Rants. Find me on all social media outlets, IG and Twitter, Dylan's Comic Book Rants. The only one you find me on Facebook under Dylan Anthony, but I usually use IG the most. Twitter, that's probably second most. I don't really use the Facebook, but you can catch me lurking through the community, as my boy Perry would say. Always try to make it to any live chat I can. I love the live shows. I got some stuff coming, a lot of big things coming this year for 2020. I got my live stream coming tomorrow morning with Two Brothers Comics. Probably will even have another live stream with Trinity. I know he just messaged me. And then I'll have a live stream later at night tomorrow with pop culture philosophers Rock and Robbie Billups. And then Sunday, like I said, I got the big one coming, and that is an interview with the one and only Vault Comics writer of Finger Guns, Justin Richards. So that is going to be a big one. My first interview with a writer, or a comic book creator. So man, I am just excited as hell. And the book, I've already read issue 1 of Finger Guns. It's coming out from Vault. It looks like a really fun story and just something really new and fresh. And I can't wait for you guys to hear about this book Sunday. And I hope. I know a lot of people just added it to their poll just from the name. The name, I think once you guys see the artwork and the story, you guys will if you were on the fence, you're definitely going to want to add it. And it's the year of independent books this year. So 2020, man, a lot of big things coming. So check my channel out if you want. I hope you'll subscribe and holler at your boy. And I thank you again, Tony, for letting me hang.
No problem.
I ran it a little bit here and there.
It's all about you, man. It's my show, but it's your episode. It's all about you, man.
I was honored to be on here tonight, man. I can't wait to get you on my channel as well. Like, dude, just the community. You guys are the best, man. And I thank you for letting me come hang tonight, man. It was awesome. Yeah,
we'll have to swing back, like maybe January 2021. Check out all your cool comic book tats and your Donny Cates books.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Well, hopefully, anytime you want to set up another one, man, I'm down, dude. I'm always down to come hang out. I know you probably want to get some other people on to keep it fresh, but whenever you got an open spot, man, we can make it happen, I'll do everything I can to come on. So this was awesome.
For sure, and I enjoyed doing it, but that's awesome. That's it for me. As for me, coming up, me and the Fanboys Retro Review is this weekend. That'll be fun. I think we're doing some Superman books. Should be cool. It's our
awesome
first one, and that's with me, Comic Fu, and Tim the Collector. That'll be a lot of fun going on. I think we're doing some cool stuff there. The tournament is going to be heating up here. Everyone's got their books in. So hopefully soon we can crown a winner. And the grand prize is something awesome. I don't want to spoil it. And our surprise guest is going to be taking on JB, Discovery Bay Comics. So
oh, snap.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, you want to win. For those that are participating, winning is going to be sweet.
Ooh.
I think, yeah, Tim the Collector, he's still alive. So he takes on whoever wins versus Rob Worst and Lady Fantastic. So he survives another day, but should be fun. Looking forward to it. Okay, I'll end it here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This was myself and Dylan. We'll catch you next time.